one.
See how some of the lane matchups are going so far. That mid lane, Armo getting the slight lead off the first few waves. Bottom lane, Kuro's going to go for the self-disruption, but Tnc, they've got the 3 heroes ready to finish him as he comes back out of his bubble. First blood for Tnc off the back of this aggressive tri-lane.
And they're getting themselves a very good matchup.
Looking towards bottom, but in fact, it's a little too slow for them. It's Tnc, and we had to pick up the 3. Still that one on their own half of the map, which won't be looked towards by Liquid, so eventually they'll probably get all 4. Bottom lane jump forward for Tims with the Starstorm. Kuro's got the stick charges that will save him. Miracle's hunting him the trees for Cuckoo. Cuckoo with the jukes, trying to get himself out of there. Pops the stick charges, but they're only going to end up with giving more mana for Miracle to burn. And Miracle doesn't even need to get the last hit in there. GH and Kuro beat down on Cuckoo and get him out of the lane.
They're trying so hard to just secure Miracle's lane. He's even picked up like a Wraith Band early on so he can have better lane positioning for that.
Liquid's going to randomly go and scout that position. Mid lane is going to be where Liquid look towards. They need to We Are out. He's suffering heavily in this matchup. With the 3 of them in the neighborhood, they'll look for Armel. Armel's still alive, tries to turn with the Cypher, but they will have the burst damage to bring him down. Tim's not there, or AU quite in time to help out Armel. A very important kill. You look at that CS in the mid lane, it was 35-60. There's money to be made.
Easy shot.
I'm sure he'll see on the way back towards bottom.
Yep, and now another rotation bottom. Weehaw this time with the SD. Easy setup, an easy kill onto Cuckoo.
No trouble killing a tide when Leshrak's in town.
SD Lesh. Reason we are seeing it across the majority of the games. Easy to set up kills constantly. Baroque even putting extra points in the Soul Catcher.
Need to get on top of him with the silence.
Yeah, or just arrow connecting in. Yeah.
A lot of ways to time it, and TNC's very, very strong with the execution, as we've seen many times. Inside the jungle, Gabby starting to poke. Liquid's going to have a little bit of a look towards it. Moonlight Shadow will be used to try and get him out, but the sentry's down. They've got the vision. He's going to head over, provide some of the backup that's going to allow him to turn. In fact, we could as well. Mind Control's in trouble. They're straight on top of the Underlord. Armel kept just alive in time by that false promise. And he falls so low, but AU there able to save kind of both of his cores, giving the backup required for Gabby to go in, as well as allowing Armel to pop off on the high ground. Excellent Oracle play.
35 Liquid as we see. They do not have damage for that Bristleback. Even when they had him isolated for quite a few seconds with that Soul Catcher, he still was able to be just fine.
See where we are. So he's got the damage to kill Tims in time. We'll jump out. We'll say no that he doesn't. And Tims tries to turn, does miss the arrow. Might not matter, and certainly doesn't if Cuckoo's willing to expend the Ravage like that. Pops it down straight away. And Weehaw is taken down for his attempts. Hello, everybody. Hope you're enjoying the stream. We love you. Back to the game. Everything they needed to. They're making all the moves that are required. It's sort of on Liquid now to slow this all down. They're finding the catch inside of the jungle. Liquid looking towards Tims. They missed the combo though, and Tims, he's able to jump away a couple of times. Moonlight Shadow's out. He's going to try and do his best to keep him safe as he's out of vision, he's out of sight, and Tims is out of the way. AU will get left behind for his attempt there to save Tims, but Tims will be eternally grateful. Great play there, I believe, purging off the dust, making sure he could get out with that invis.
That was really interesting too. He got the leap like group up and go for their game-ending play, which we could see them start to set up for here. BKB is finished for Armel. They do want to start really pressing that advantage, try to get these tier 2s, because Liquid, they're getting away with a lot here in this game.
This should be, with the numbers that they have, a very quick kill onto Mind Control. They'll even blow the Ravage for this one. Mind Control found. Arrows out to Kuro in the jungle as they'll get both of the pickups. Instant TP is up top, and the jump forward Tims. He's got the setup for another. Yule's up onto Weehaw, who turn with the Yules onto the tide, but AU's ready to chase, so's Tims. Try and purge up Tims to try and get that root. He won't be able to quite get on top of Weehaw. Arrow's actually going to miss Weehaw with a cheeky sidestep, but Tnc, they've got the numbers. 4 of them are up. Another Yules throws him up. Weehaw is surrounded, and they will deal with the push. That threat, that pressure we talked about. Both the Underlord and the Leshraks will have the chance for Tims to get out with the Moonlight. He'll sneak off in the shadows, and Liquid won't find the kill.
Gabby, look at him. He's really trying to get aggressive. They want to catch something here. He has a DD. They get the silence. This is so much physical damage that's coming in.
You know, Underlord just gets absolutely shredded.
400 damage right now with this DD rune.
That's all he's got to do.
That is what it seems. They have to try to catch the split push somehow, and Tim seems to be thinking this is the best solution before he can get something like a Hex, which is he just queues up immediately right afterwards. So they need other ways to catch this Antimage's Mind Control. We'll get easily brought down here.
Back to being able to grab some of those objectives. Roshan, Cheese on Armel, Aegis on Cappy and a dead Underlord. Top lane Miracle.
That actually hits the real one.
But the setup with that stun. TP's coming in, but Miracle's already out to the trees and will make the retreat. Tnc. It's all about these next few minutes of gameplay. They've got to do something with this Aegis and Cheese top lane. We are trying to fight for this. He is on his own. He does want to look for this sort of solo pickup potential, but backups in town for Tims. A is around, and we are now
He's so
has
fast.
to just get out of there.
He's just way too speedy, even with that blink. Have a creep wave in the mid lane. This is what we were saying. This might just be the PG push that they're trying to do here. Exorcism pop. They got the Aghanims, the Cheese, the Aegis. They have to get something taken down here for them.
Let's see what they can get. One of the pluses, we did see Tims was able to cancel the TP of Weeha, so Weeha can't get back.
Weeha cannot get back. Or 20 seconds.
20 seconds. 20 seconds on the box.
They're full split pushing.
And they're fighting through the back tilt protection. They're nearly actually getting that tier 3 tower. They won't quite. The rest of Liquid will be able to push them
Liquid's
back.
getting they're getting 2 towers here.
Yeah, this is the problem.
Oh my god.
This is the problem, TNC. They weren't able to really get this push together early on, and now it's very vulnerable to these sort of rat plays occurring. Weeha is out with the BKB TP. And the game now in a bit of a
Two lanes at least pushing in, so they don't have to worry about some split push where they lose their mid lane, creep wave, they'll at least have a bottom wave too. But immediately Liquid, they're not going to allow that. They're going to start trying to fight.
Straight in on mid onto Tims. The Tims is gone. We'll look towards Armel. Catcher brings him low. Pop the BKB. The Miracle's on top of him. He'll pop the Cheese. He's back up to full. He's trying to keep himself alive with the Spirit Siphons. Miracle's just staying on top of the target. Is there any save for Armel? It's going to try and tell him with the silent self-fuels as he'll get himself up in the air. Healing up the stuns out, but we are BKB's out. False Promise will keep Armel alive for a little bit, but the Manifold's going to do serious amounts of damage. Miracle staying on them. Ravage comes out for Cuckoo. TNC looking for the turnaround, but they've lost Armel. They'll get Weeha. Can they get Miracle? He's too tanky and will be easily able to blink back out of the fight. Gabby, he's out of mana, but he's still punching into Kuro. Mind control, he said, boys, it's time to go home. Kuro's not coming home tonight, though. It will be mind control on his own, rifting away. Miracle straight back into the mid, keeping that pressure on. So the fact that Liquid have lost 2, in fact, he's nearly turning and bringing down Tims and Gabby with him. Will finally fall. So they get the 3 kills, TNC. But as you see, they get the kills. The Tims have to buy back. The gold lead is still growing for Liquid. And again, look at those creep waves. Despite the... Cuckoo, he's got eyes on him. Miracle, he'll turn. Cuckoo has to pop the BKB and head back. Liquid, they've got the full team here ready to fight. This time they're not messing around, they're ready to start some action off. Abby will start to look for the lead in, gets himself on top of Kuro. Kuro should be the first to fall. With the start of grabbing as Miracle locks down onto Armel. They will lose Kuroki, but Miracle's going to start to pick apart the backline as jumps forward up to the high ground for the chase. Mind controller, we are burning down Cuckoo. Gabby trying to commit for a kill with this BKBs onto mind control.
Oh, the stall
is GH making sure the mind control can get himself out alive. Miracle and we are turned to get themselves on top of Gabby, beginning to burn down the mana. Miracle's over to look towards Tims. The self-fuels by sometimes for Tims. He's backed out. Armel has got the ghosts, but there's already Tims dead. AU as well. It's a buyback from Cuckoo. Can they get any kills out of this? They have found We are will fall. To TNC are able to find a pretty big kill, taking the Leshrac out.
At all. If they try to take it to Liquid right now. Gabby will start poking himself toward the front line, but Gabby's also kind of low on mana. Only 300 on him.
Well, that's the thing. It loses a sent over and the mana's gone.
He's completely out of mana. Miracles is dead. Onto Cuckoo, also burns all of his mana. So 2 heroes on TNC have no spells.
They're just, they can't offer anything to the fight. Mana is burned. They're held outside. Demonic Purge being as well used to keep him outside of the pistol. Now will flow through, won't make the connection. Miracle's able to pick up the Aegis. Bleak Yards able to grab the Cheese. They'll get Roshan Liquid, and now they'll look to try and find some of these kills.
Armel can't run. Dive Scotty is too much onto him. The arrow connects onto Miracle. They're trying to disengage on TNC, but they can't run. The
Miracle is just running into the 5 of them. An arrow does come out. Gabby pops his BKB again. The mana gone. Gabby has nothing to fight with. They'll continue the chase. Miracle's in onto AU. A false promise having to be used upon himself to get him out of there. They're very tanky, TNC. They don't die easily, but they are also unable to do anything easily at all. These heroes now pre-rendered useless as Miracle's in. He sees a chance to blow up AU with a Mana Void, and her arrow does come out again. The stolen arrow onto Tims with that extra arcane supremacy debuff increase. He has no chance at all. Gabby's in, and as soon as he's in, the mana is out. Miracle just diving past tier 3 onto the support, running down AU, jump forward again. It's a triple kill for Miracle. He's just slowly dismantling TNC and slowly doing his best to take them out of the tournament. 3KB popped. He's not going anywhere.
Still no fear. There we go. Now he's gonna give him some respect. Back up. But
he knows. I mean,
but that's what we see. The ghosts, they have the damage, but can they actually get the catches? Miracle keeps blinking away. GH has his ghosts ready to use. He also has a refresher shard on.
Whoa, okay. Double exorcism.
If only they stacked.
Indeed, but just having the duration to be able to push with Miracle again. More than enough time to blink out and away from them. Armel starting to fall low.
Just to the illusions.
He'll get himself a little bit of heal. Well, a lot of bit of heal from those ghosts returning in. False promise being used by AU to try and get him out back to safety. He's just running straight into the midst of them all with a BKB popped up towards the base.
Stun AU.
Forcing the 5 of them back towards their tier 4s. They'll turn, they'll look for Weehar. Weehar does fall. They're able to kill the Lesh. Antimage to the high ground on top of Armel. And he quite finishes him off. This BKB finished GH with a refresher sharp force. He's up to the high ground and has that Ravage ready to play with. Armel is dead without buyback. AU's dead as well. GH is in. Stolen Ravage out onto the 3 of them. They'll lift up the Bristleback, slam him back down. Gabby's out of the game. Miracle's moving in. There'll be a buyback from Gabby. Miracle held back by the Eagles, but Weehar just runs down Tims. Tims dead for nearly 2 minutes. Liquid cleaning up another set of racks. There is no hold and seemingly no chance for TNC to turn this one round right now. Gabby, the final hurrah, as he'll step forward, Mana's burnt out, Miracle finishes him off, godlike on the Antimage. GG. And there we have it, they'll tap themselves out of this. GG is called, TNC are out of the competition, and Liquid, with this Game 2 victory, will move on 2-0.
What a series from Liquid, bringing it back, making it look like, the group stages we saw from them, they had some tough